So, hi guys, I wanted to come on here and talk about all the chaos that has been surrounding Meta lately. I know some of you guys it doesn't affect you because you're not on Facebook, you're not on Instagram, or Threads for that matter. I happen to be on all three to a certain extent, and I do a fairly decent amount of marketing and post on there for my businesses. I don't so much do it for personal anymore, but there's a lot of business oriented stuff going on. So it was very concerning the other day when Meta announced that they were going to have AI personas on the platform. They seemed to go all in on it. Mark Zuckerberg was enthusiastically supporting it, and they were talking about just flooding Facebook with AI powered bots that would look like regular personas. It would have a Facebook profile, it would have likes and dislikes, it would have profile pictures and videos. And then things kind of went off the rails a little bit because people started interacting with some of these because they had done some AI personas as a test, and some of them started saying some pretty bonkers stuff when asked directly about their existence. And so that all got painful. And after a huge weekend of backlash, and before I could even make a video because it was the holidays, so I was chilling, Facebook had already pulled them. I was concerned with that because the reason I don't really use Facebook as much for my personal anymore is because you see more pages and more suggested pages than the stuff you actually like, which was what I used to like about Facebook. You know, you had friends, you had businesses that you followed, and so you would see their post. And nowadays it tends to be a lot of different stuff. And how much worse would that get if the platform was flooded with AI bots? And that's a bad user experience right off the bat to me. But also from somebody who markets on there and who occasionally does Facebook ads for our clients and myself, I don't know how that would work. How do I know that the engagement I'm getting through my ads is real engagement? How do I know that it's not just a bunch of bots? How do I know it's not just Facebook using their bots to build up my ads and, like pad their own pocket? Because your ads, you have to pay based on how many times they're clicked. So if we've got a bunch of bots that Facebook has created clicking on all of my ads, then they're giving me nothing. I'm not getting anything. My ad's not showing to real people. So, so that concerns me, and I'll have to keep an eye on that in the future. Obviously, they backed down after all the backlash, and they canceled it before I could even get this video put together or even get my thoughts put together. So we don't have to worry about it for now. But I also worry about it when it comes to influencing events, modern events, political events, whatever you want to see. People are susceptible to social proof. We know that from marketing 101. People are also susceptible to peer pressure. So when you're on the platform and all these different people are talking about whatever subject Facebook wants them to talk about, that can be used to kind of tip the scales, so to speak, to whatever Mark Zuckerberg wants you to think about. And I don't like that. That's very Orwellian. That's very 1984. But that's a video for another day. I think for now they've backed down, and that whole situation has calmed down. And about the time that calmed down, now they've said that they are no longer going to have fact checkers because the fact checkers are biased. And the thing with fact checkers is they can't really be biased. The facts are the facts. The facts are the truth. You can't be biased against that. But I don't want to get into the political aspects of it. But I do not like the fact that Facebook is now going, and Meta, Meta in general, Facebook, Instagram, Threads is now going to be moderated by community notes, much in the same way that X is. So, and they've also removed censorship on a lot of terms that I'm not going to get into here because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be in that side of it. I'm looking at it more from a technical aspect. But let's just say that a lot of content moderation and a lot of policing that they were doing, they're getting rid of, which is going to make the platform probably a little more toxic, probably a little harder to exist on. So I don't know what this means going forward for people who use it for business, for people who use it for marketing. I certainly know what happened with Twitter, which became X, which is a platform I used to market on, and I'm no longer there. So, but you can't just keep leaving platforms till there's no platforms left. Or can you? I don't know. I mean, I guess this is a disruption, and I guess this is what drives change, and I guess we'll see. So this isn't my normal kind of video, but I just wanted to get on here and talk about that and let that out because it was on my mind, and I just wanted to speak about it. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what changes will come from, these changes on Meta and what kind of ripple effects that'll have. But I guess we'll all have to hang in there and see together. So I'm sure there'll be more thoughts on this in the future. But thanks for listening.